What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Cleaver, Colin Andrew, and today we're back with the chopping block. Yeah, I know it's been a little bit, but being a new dad and all the responsibilities that come along with that has taken me away, and I couldn't be happier. But I'm back, ready to talk some wrestling, go over this recap over the last couple weeks worth of events. Last night we had Starrcade, so we'll start with that. What we saw. Started off the show with Kevin Owens and a drunk Ric Flair for the Kevin Owens show. Flair was rambling on about a bunch of shit, really made no sense, talking about what Thanksgiving meant to him 35 years ago, and just, you know, overall typical 2019-esque Ric Flair promo. Nothing too crazy to touch on there. And then we saw Gallows and Anderson interrupt and come down and talk about how they're the best mother-loving tag team in the planet or in the world, and this, that, and the other. And Kevin Owens is about to shut them up when the Street Profits come down and do their thing. They bring the swag like nobody can. You know, they want that smoke. So they come down and we get an impromptu tag team match between Ganderson and the Street Profits. So this is my cat, Tilly. This is my cat, Tilly. Tilly, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. But, so we get this tag team match. Street Profits go over. And then Ric Flair gets in the ring with them and raises their hand afterwards. And all that good stuff. Typically, nothing really to write at home about. And then this is kind of where the WWE Network took a crap last night and crashed. So the next match I saw was partial way through once they started streaming it on YouTube, was the Fatal 4-Way women's match. The Kabuki Warriors defending their titles against the Boss and Hug Connection and Bailey, or not, that's the Boss and Hug Connection. And then Charlotte and Becky, and then Alexa and Nikki. Kabuki Warriors retained their titles. I predicted that to happen. You know, it's just, I don't know, some things I just wasn't really happy with. I mean, why do Starrcade, first of all, when it's an old WCW thing, and if you're going to air it, air the whole damn thing. Make it an actual special thing, you know? The matches that were advertised that everyone wanted to see, you couldn't even get aired. So we were supposed to get a last man standing match between Bob the Lash and Rusev, but Lana came out and said that, you know, oh, as soon as I got into Georgia today, I got a restraining order put in against Rusev, so this match isn't going to happen. And they're chatting and running their mouths, and Kevin Owens kicks back up, his music kicks back, and he comes back, and he's, you know, pretty much telling them how everyone hates them and how they're not over and how no one cares anymore because they suck, which is all true. This is the worst storyline I've seen in so long. Like, again, adultery's not cute, Vince. I don't know why you keep doing this whole thing, and then you know, you bring up the divorce and the sex addict bullshit, and it's just, it's dumb. Just fuck off, okay? So Kevin Owens says, how about he gets the, or Bobby Lashley is telling Kevin Owens, how about I give you the ass beating that I was going to give Rusev. So we get a impromptu match between Bobby Lashley and Kevin Owens. Well, at the end of the match, who comes running through the crowd? Motherfucking Rusev. They go back and forth, some kendo sticks get brought into play, and the show goes off pretty much, you know, with Rusev celebrating. But so obviously this feud is going to continue. Why? I don't know. But hopefully here at TLC coming up in a couple weeks, we can get the end of this and act like it never freaking happened. So if you were in attendance last night, you got to see Bray Wyatt's new custom $6,500 championship. It's a cool prop and everything. It's a cool prop, don't get me wrong, but the price on it, I understand why it is the price and everything, but $563 is your sales tax on that, by the way. And with the Black Friday deals, you can buy 2 championship belts for the price of that, just saying, off a WWE shop. So, I don't know. I just don't like the fact that it's the same thing as his face. So when he's wearing it around his neck, we got a face and then a face. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. So, it reminds me of Krang from Ninja Turtle TV series. But, who knows, man. NXT TakeOver War Games was awesome. Seriously awesome. Couldn't be happier with the product and the show. We got to see Shayna Baszler get pinned clean by Rhea Ripley, which I thought was fantastic. We got to see Kevin Owens show back up as member number 4 for Team NXT, going against the Undisputed Era. I mean, it was just overall, they're so good at what they do, and to see how it's just risen every time, and the bar has just been risen higher and higher and higher. It's fantastic, and props to all the men and women from NXT, because they also dominated Survivor Series like a motherfucker. So that triple threat match for between the mid-card champions, between Shinsuke Nakamura, Roderick Strong, and AJ Styles, that match was phenomenal. No pun intended for AJ, even though he didn't win. Roderick Strong pulled the win, and I initially was going to pick Roderick Strong, but I had a feeling that they needed to split it up a little bit, and with Shinsuke Nakamura just getting that brand new Intercontinental Championship title belt, I was figuring they were going to put it on him for the victory, because, hey, he just got that new strap. But props to Roderick Strong and Lio Rush successfully defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Akira Tozawa and Kalisto as well. I just overall, and one thing I'm going to bitch about real quick is that Walter, the WWE NXT UK champion, was the first person eliminated from the whole contest from the 5-on-5-on-5 men's elimination match. So you're telling me in that match, there was nobody else who could have taken the first fall over a champion. Shorty G couldn't have taken a pinfall before Walter. And how Walter went down was just, I digress. It was terrible. Keith Lee and Roman Reigns being the last 2 men in that match was awesome. I figured it was going to come down to Matt Riddle and Roman Reigns. But hey, Keith Lee, man. Keith Lee, whoop, whoop. Like, bask in his glory, because that dude did some awesome shit in that match, and props to him, especially coming off that War Games match. I mean, they beat the shit out of each other. But match of the weekend for me was Adam Cole against Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight. That was match of the weekend for me for the NXT Championship. Hopefully Pete Dunne will be the person to take it from Adam Cole once that time comes, but we'll see. I'm a huge fan of Pete Dunne, which as you all know. These 2 dudes tore the freaking house down. And to go on after them, I kind of felt a little bit bad, to be honest with you. So if you want to watch a great match from the last month of wrestling, I highly suggest going back and watching Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne from Survivor Series. It was that good of a match. So we'll see from, where it goes from there. I don't know who is next. Probably Tommaso Ciampa is probably next in line for Adam Cole, but we'll see. We'll see what plays out from us. We have Monday Night Raw tonight, here in just a few hours. So we'll see what the fallout is from Starrcade, if there is any, because the only thing I can really see falling out is the Bobby Lashley and Rusev thing, because it didn't happen. So But again, we are going to jump ship real quick over to NXT UK. We're even seeing a situation with the members of Imperium, Gallus, and Ilya Dragunov. A couple weeks back, we saw Alexander Wolf extend an invite to his old friend slash person he trained or trainee, I guess, and to pretty much join Imperium. And this did not happen. We saw a showdown between Gallus and Imperium, and here comes down in Dragunov, and they think it's about to be a 5-on-3. Dragunov turns on him and joins Gallus. Not joins Gallus, but sides with Gallus. So we've been getting, last week, we saw a triple threat match, or a 6-man tag, sorry. And we've seen Alexander Wolf versus Ilya Dragunov. So I just don't know where this is all going to play out. I'm expecting Joe Coffey to be the next person to go after Walter for the UK Championship. And I could imagine that Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner are going to go after the tag team champions, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. So we got Blackpool 2 coming up, TakeOver Blackpool 2 coming up on January the 12th. So hopefully start getting some matches lined up for that here soon. We got about 5 weeks, 6 weeks build for it. So sold out in 2 hours. So good for you guys. Congratulations. I don't know, man. Getting near the end of the year here. We have one pay-per-view left for the year, and that's Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. I don't know what they're going to do for that, honestly. We'll probably see Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan, because last week on SmackDown, Wyatt offered Daniel another chance to play. He accepted. Bray Wyatt shows up, pulls him down through the ring, and starts pulling up things of hair. So either his beard or his hair is gone. So we'll see which one it is. I'm hoping it's not the beard. As a fellow beard brother, I hope it's not your beard, Daniel. Hopefully it's just your hippie hair. But, so I'm assuming Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt. I don't know about the WWE Championship match, because as we saw at Survivor Series, Brock defended against Ray and retained. We saw Dominic get involved, which I thought was kind of cool. We saw a frog splash from him after him and Daddy Ray hit a double 619 on Brock. So, but there's been advertisements going around from, I've heard on like NoDQ.com, that Brock may be out and just take a little hiatus until January. So where does that leave the WWE Championship at TLC? I don't know. Again, we'll play that out here in the next couple of weeks. So I'm just there's one thing I'm intrigued about, because last Monday on Raw, when Seth Rollins announced or had a little meeting in the ring to pretty much shit all over the locker room about their poor performance at Survivor Series, because Raw only won one match. I got like 3 things on this. So, one, I don't know why Viking Raiders, War Raiders, War Machine, whatever, were out there taking that shit from Seth, because they're the only motherfuckers who won their match. The only ones. So I don't understand why they were out there. And then where's Seth's little girlfriend? Where's the man? Where's the Raw Women's Champion who didn't tap out in the main event, but lost the main event of Survivor Series? Where was she? Nowhere to be found. She wasn't even on the show. So I don't know what goes with that, but hey, Becky, if you want to be the man, you need to be there at all times. So you're the one who lost. You should have been out there taking shit from your fucking boyfriend too. And AOP was there. And Seth Rollins acknowledged them. And then later on in the evening, during the main event, we had Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. Who comes down? AOP. And they annihilate Kevin. Repeated shoulder shots, which He didn't sell any of that shit last night at Starrcade, by the way. When you get your shoulder rammed into the turnbuckle, like what, 4 times, 5 times? You need to sell it a little bit. Then they walk over to Rollins, who was down in the corner. He acts like he's about to, hold his own, and they just walk right by him. So, are we going to get a new alliance between AOP and a heel Seth Rollins? Is that what we're going to get? Another faction? Maybe they can clash with the OC. Now, since Rey Mysterio won the United States Championship last Monday from AJ Styles. I don't know where we go from here, but we're getting to the end of the year, and they need to start building TLC, but they need to really start building Royal Rumble, and Royal Rumble to be absolutely awesome this year. So they should start doing that shit tonight, but we'll see if they will. So thanks for joining me on this episode of The Chopping Block. It's good to be back. Please, when you're done here, hop on over to my friends Stefan and Jerry over at Aftermatch Wrestling. All one word, AFTERMATCH, then space, wrestling. Go click their subscribe button. They're the guys who got me into doing this stuff. So continue to support them and their growing channel. They handle What's NXT and the NXT Party. So shoot on over there. Give some likes and some love and some subscriptions. Click that. Click share. It's a big thing too. To share the channel. Also for my friend Noah Foster, the Simple Man. Go to Noah Foster 210 on YouTube. Will take you right to his page where he covers 205 Live and the various random indie events that happen between Ring of Honor and Impact and New Japan and things like that too. He does great work, so stop over and support him as well. NoDQ.com/merch take you to the merch store, or ProWrestlingTees.com/NoDQ. You got 2 different stores there to go check out your different stuff. I don't know, they probably still have some Black Friday deals going on, so go check them out. I'm actually waiting for a t-shirt to show up as well. So thanks again, Virtue. I appreciate it. Holiday Chris Mace, Chris Willis, Mark's Reviews, Simply Cindy G, Jeff Meacham. Check them all out on YouTube. They got great stuff. Follow them on Twitter. And then on our group on Facebook. So go on Facebook when you're done here if you're a big fan of wrestling, because you should be for watching this episode of The Chopping Block. Search for Armbar. That's all capitals. ARMBAR, exclamation point. Find us there for your latest memes, news, discussions, recipes. Just overall good time. So find us over there. Follow the rules when you come in, and either myself, Stefan, Jerry, or the Chad, I believe, is our other moderator in there. We will get your admin. We'll get you all set up, squared, and ready to go. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, please click the share button, and please click the subscribe button if you haven't already. I am at 33 subscribers right now, and I'm trying to grow out my channel a little bit more. So I'm going to be a little more active these days since I am off work a little bit more and I'm adjusting the new dad life. So again, I'm the Cleaver Colin Andrew. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon, and you all take care, and we'll see you next time.